What is up, my friends? Vaticate here with another Maplestory Classic guide. Today I'm talking about White Knight, my main back in the day. I was a level 137 paladin back before Big Bang, and I was doing zakum as early as level 100 as a White Knight. I was level 120 plus before Fourth Job came out. I remember doing zakum multiple hour runs as a third jobber, White Knight. And today I'm going to be giving my thoughts on how exactly White Knight looks right now. And my initial thoughts are this class is every bit as mind-numbingly boring as it was back in the day. No one is going to touch this class with a 10-foot pole unless they are really dedicated. I would like to point out that I am pretty justified in my assessment of the warrior defense. I am taking 235 damage with a two-handed weapon against Banes, level 99, and that's with level 70 equipment. So I am actually taking way more damage than I should. Most people are taking about twice that, and the magic attacks hit for about 800. So let's see about what are the actual changes to the class that I've noticed. Well, the first and the biggest is that all three of our elemental charges provide the same 20% damage boost. Ice Charge no longer freezes, which is actually a blessing for White Knight. It dramatically slowed down leveling back in the day. Lightning Charge now stuns. Fire Charge has a dot, and when I was testing this earlier on ice enemies, the dot was doing about 400 damage, which was with a one-hander, so it'd probably do about 550 with this two-hander. Can't exactly test it on Banes. The other big change is that Charge Blow no longer consumes our charge if it's maxed. The chance for it to not consume charges. This is Charge Blow, by the way. Probably couldn't tell I wasn't using Clash Splash. Welcome to White Knight. It starts at 40% chance not to consume a charge, which is basically worthless. And it gets up to, what you see here. It's basically just a harder hitting Slash Blast. Now, how are my thoughts on it versus Crusader? Well, Crusader actually does less damage than us on elementally weak enemies, but they have those uber powerful finishers. I've already seen one do like 12k with Coma. Look at that damage. The addition of Rush is nice. It definitely speeds up our gap closing. We aren't taking really all that much damage as long as we stay on melee. We have to hug the enemy. Do not take magic hits, they hurt. Now I do have 4705 HP, which is actually a little bit more than I'd have at... Wait, actually it's a little bit less. 4500 was normal for Crusaders at 70. We have less HP than we used to. This might be a Page thing. I know Page does not get the HP increase at level 30 like Fighter does, but still, this is really low. MP is way higher though. I should have like 700 MP. The day that Pure Waters don't fully top off a level 100 warrior is absurd. Also like to point out I've been killing Banes for about, let's say 15-20 minutes, and I'm not even 0.5%. I know I'm not exactly the most efficient here. But yeah. Before I end this video, I'm going to reset out of my max HP increase to see how much of a hit I take. Okay, 1,000 health. That's actually not that big of a deal. Especially since I put 3 into it. So yeah, I still stand by the not maxing that to max slash plasma leveling. 500 health is not going to save your life. Anyway, that was my look at White Knight. The most boring third job in the entire game. And my favorite.